Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, fire the board of the Caribbean Maritime University CMU. That's the call from the parliamentary opposition as allegations of corruption continue to haunt the state-run university.
The opposition has also given the government 30 days to provide a status report on other investigations linked to corruption. We have the details from TVJ's Andrea Chisholm.
The public is still awaiting what might be a damning report from the Auditor General into the allegations of corruption at the Caribbean Maritime University CMU. Through parliamentary committees, we know, for example, that the CMU paid close to $4 million to the helper of former Education Minister Ruel Reid on behalf of Gail Campbell Dunwell, who was employed as a diaspora network marketer. That and other information are enough for the opposition to make this demand.
We are calling on the board of the CMU to be relieved of its responsibilities immediately by the government.
As for CMU President Dr. Fritz Pinnock, the opposition wants him to go back on leave until the investigations are finished.
And we are calling upon the Ministry of Education to ensure that all the contracts which have been inappropriately and improperly executed at the CMU to be rescinded.
The CMU's council reported in July that it was not notified about the employment of 4 people, including former JLP caretaker Othni Lawrence. Now, on almost every occasion, the opposition has spoken about the lack of arrests in relation to the corruption scandal. The matter was put to Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn.
We in Jamaica, we are not a banana republic. We are a country that is governed by rule of law. You can only recommend the charging, and that is a deprivation of the liberty of the subject, if when you look at the material that has been presented by the investigators, you see where the material covers ingredients of a chargeable offense.
I agree with her that we ought not to be a banana republic. I didn't hear her own comments, but I believe that given that it was said earlier by her that there was a basis for charges to be laid, and given the supposed work of these agencies, and given the way in which ordinary Jamaicans are treated when much lesser charges are applied, we have very grave concerns about the inaction of the relevant agencies.
Action, too, on other outstanding corruption cases like those involving Petrojam and Nessol. The opposition wants an update.
We expect that these reports should be forthcoming within 30 days, and a timeline must be given to the public to show the government's commitment to transparency and integrity. In the absence of this, then I believe we in the parliamentary opposition and the other national stakeholders will have to consider what action needs to be taken further, because we will not participate in this normalization of corrupt behavior in government.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.